I came out tonight. I wanted to talk about being a victim with regards to stalking and having patience with law enforcement because sometimes it takes a little while before they're able to catch a person that is harassing and stalking you. Make sure that you document everything that's going on, and it always helps to have witness statements. I'm saying this because, like in my situation, we have a situation with a group of people that have been stalking and harassing me and my family for years. They've even brought the court into it and manipulated and lied to the court in order to cause harm to me and my children because of I don't know what their reasons are, because Mr. and Mrs. Carpenter, Pank and Tara, they're mentally ill. For them to do the things that they've done and then to sit up here and to constantly and continuously threaten me and my children like they have been is ridiculous. They've even gone so far as to do it publicly online on family members' pages on Facebook. These guys have a history of what they're doing. And then Tara is so brazen as to run around telling people that she needed money so she could bribe the judge, so that she could hurt me and my kids, because she is so bitterly angry. I don't know what her problem is, because she's the one continuing to run around and tell people that Dorian is not Mr. Carpenter's. She wasn't even there when me and Mr. Carpenter had the relationship that we had. And for her to sit here and to continue to put her little face into my business is disturbing. She's a nobody. And I don't even know who she is for her to run her mouth like she does. It's quite disturbing. And I want everybody to know that when you report this stuff, that's when law enforcement is able to do something. I filed a restraining order against the girl. She paid the judge, as far as I know, and she bragged about it in order to stop the restraining order from going through, because it hurt her record. Never mind the terror that she put me and my kids through. Stalking us, running behind us, waiting for her opportunity to just blast out at us like she did at Dollar General. And remember, that's her who's talking about she put a child into the situation at Dollar General wrongfully. She manipulated children into lying. This is somebody that needs to be behind bars, and I've requested repeatedly that they press charges on her. I know for a fact that what they did in Cass is not going to happen here in Berrien County, because I just know better than that. They don't have time for little petty childish stuff like she pulls, especially when you're talking about people like me, because, I'm known from coast to coast, and I do back the badge, and which I have all my life, and which is one of the reasons that I'm so upset and offended by this type of behavior. You have to report it. And I know it's hard. It's not easy. For me, it was hard. Imagine somebody like me with my history having to go to the police and tell them, hey, this person's harassing and stalking me. And then to have somebody like Tara, who blatantly, openly bragged about bribing the judge in order to keep a lie going that she perpetrated, going so far as to telling my daughter that she's not Mr. Carpenter's child. Well, you can feel that way if you want to. And as far as James is concerned, James, I apologize for my part in the situation as far as the adultery is concerned. I really, really am, and sincerely mean it. My kids belong to James because that's who I was married to when I had all three of them. And so she can say that all she wants. Biologically, Dorian belongs to Mr. Carpenter, but she's technically, according to Michigan law, which is what they would go by, she belongs to James. And so does Tiara, and Alvin does too. It's an arrangement that me and James had. That's our business, not Tara's. And for her to sit up there and just put her nose in it, who does she think she is, Miss Nobody? Really? Nobody even knows your name, girl. What's wrong with you? With God's love. I love the police, and I thank you so much for everything you do for me. I appreciate you. I don't believe in manipulation and conning people in order to get her done. I believe in truthfulness and righteousness. I'm a chaplain. And for me to see these type of people behave the way they did towards a chaplain is disturbing. Something for everybody to think about. We've got some real attitude adjustment that needs to go on with God's love. I don't know what else to say about the situation except they need to lock her up with God's love. God bless America. Have a blessed day. And back the badge.